So we have two chemical engineers on the podcast today, and we're here to learn more about their major, why they want to do it, and what are their future goals. So let's introduce our guests here. We've got Zane and Javon. Why don't you introduce yourselves? Let's start with Javon.
So I'm a student at Hershey High School, currently taking AP Physics. I'm interested in doing chemical engineering at Penn State University at University Park because I don't know, I like chemical engineering.
Are you committed?
I'm not committed yet, but I basically am because I haven't applied anywhere else. So I'm basically forced into being committed. But I could commit right now if I wanted to.
He's waiting on Strider.
Yeah, I'm waiting on Strider.
Yeah. All right. No, that's fair. That's fair. Zane.
I am Zane. I am also chemical engineering. I currently applied to Lehigh, Carnegie, and Penn State. I get to go back because they all kind of get back later.
Yeah.
Did you apply for Striders?
I didn't do Striders. That's okay.
No, totally fair. Why did you guys decide to apply to chemical engineering? What was your sort of motivation?
I would like to work a lot on conservation efforts, especially with our material consumption. We're not very efficient with how we do everything, how we package materials. Chemical engineering works a lot with the composition of matter and what we make things up out of. And if, I was thinking some sort of carbon-based system where we could make carbon fiber and be able to recycle and reuse everything more efficiently rather than using all these different plastics and materials that are bad for us and into our food effectively. And beyond that, also can decompose quickly, just a simple system of packaging and making simple day-to-day disposables that actually are easily reused and not harmful to ourselves.
That's right. You basically kind of want to be an inventor.
Sort of. Yeah, it's just a system, really.
Yeah. No, great ideas there.
Let's go, Javon.
I want to start a business in the chemical industry. It's a very good industry that will always be alive, as we always need commodity chemicals, from petrochemicals to alcohol.
I know when he dunks, it looks so silly.
Chlor-alkali industry. There's a lot of different chemicals that are used in all sorts of manufacturing, energy, and a bunch of other things. And so I think it's a great industry to be in, and I think it's a great industry to start a business in, especially in the manufacturing area. As it's a lot of business to business stuff, so you don't have to do a lot of retail. Which I think is a great thing for new entrepreneurs.
Yeah.
But it also does have a high capex, and it's a very high investment industry, which is also an issue. But yeah.
And we've heard from sources that you currently have some works in the chemical engineering.
I might. We might be getting into the distillery business. We'll see how that goes.
Is it located in here or is it
it's located overseas.
And where overseas would that be?
In India.
India?
Yeah. The goal is to produce around 80% of our production will probably be going to fuel grade ethanol going into cars, as we're trying to reduce the dependence on the petrol industry. So we can use oil for other stuff like petrochemicals instead of burning it as a fuel. And it also helps local farmers and other stuff. And we're trying to do another 20% of sales to the pharmaceutical industry and to the paint industry and ink industry and other stuff.
Impressive.
Of our sales.
So you mentioned about helping out the local farmers. Can you explain deeply into that?
So we buy.
Alright, so we had some technical difficulties. We're getting into local farming and how that's going.
So the industry will help local farmers because they will obviously be able to grow corn, which we will be purchasing to use in our industry. Corn is one of the major feedstocks for ethanol, especially in the U.S. In the U.S. it is the primary feedstock, with over 90% of ethanol made in the U.S. From corn. In India, I believe it's actually sugarcane and molasses. That's the primary feedstock, but you can also use corn. There's a bunch of other stuff that can be used.
Okay, but wait, I can work with that.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
No, it's great that you want to help local farms. Have you been inspired by any farms you visited?
Not
India?
really. Not really.
No?
I can
Not
work
really.
with that. That was kind of cool.
What about
But I have been
Wait,
inspired to help people.
Hear me out.
And I think that's my driving goal. I think I'm motivated to help people. Yeah, it creates economic activity. Like we're employing people, we're doing transactions, we're buying, and then the salary that you give to one family, like one person supports a whole family. So if you have 20 employees, there's 20 families. So that, if there's like 4 people per family, that's 100. That's 80 people. And then you can think about the economic activity that those 80 people create. And it has a what's the effect that you call it? Like something it has a snowball effect. Sort of like a snowball effect, where the amount of impact that you do on one person.
Yeah, like a chain
Yeah,
reaction.
it's a chain reaction.
Yeah. And to have any of you had inspirations through the school? I don't know. Maybe you've taken AP Chem.
AP Chem was pretty inspirational. I loved AP Chem.
Inspirational.
I haven't taken it yet, unfortunately, but I did like working. It was fun.
Hey,
Normal Chem.
Normal
And
Chem.
hello.
I know we've talked about teachers of the past.
Yep.
You know, your love for helping people, economics.
Yep.
Did it stem from anything that had to do with Mr. Anderson?
It did. Mr. Anderson was a primary
I don't remember being
driver in my goals. I've learned a lot from this class. I've learned a lot from him as a person. And he has changed my thinking of this world. Because I've learned that money is power, and power is money, and time is also money.
Yeah.
Money is time.
And
These fundamental relationships basically govern the whole world. If you think about it, everything is done for money because everything is done for power. Each person wants to gain money and gain power. That's their primary motive. It just is.
would anyone want to introduce to the people? All right, that's all the time we have today.
All right, that's all right.
Yep, we'll get into some more tomorrow.